Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. It got really bright in here all of a sudden. For the main part of the read, I'm using Legacy of the Divine Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. The box looks about right, though. There's websites for them. Llewellyn.com, I believe, is at the bottom there. I've also seen Ciro's stuff on usgamesinc.com. If you're interested, feel free to check any of that out if you would like to. Supportive Oracle cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards from Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen Raish-Baskin. Websites are torihartman.com, watkinspublishing.co.uk, and watkinspublishing.com. What do we have for Gemini? Ooh. Well, let's get them all out first. Get a couple more cards out. But I have a feeling it's going to be kind of a bumpy road. Yet, I think you're going to like the outcome. Oh, that card. That's interesting. That card that I'm seeing is like, something's meant to happen. The road that's going on, if this reading is going to hit for you, it's kind of like it needs to happen in a bumpy way. It makes things work out a certain way. So the turbulence you're about to experience is giving you a really good outcome. It feels like whatever this connection is, whoever this is, it's up and down, up and down. It feels like, hot, cold, feast, famine, feast, famine. In the past, I see the Five of Wands kind of like, I don't know if I want to say that, but almost like a marriage of convenience, a connection of convenience. They feel the same way about you that you do them, whoever this is. It could be a job thing very easily. Kind of like, I need to make money and this is what I need, and they need somebody in this position, so they're like, well, you'll do. It could be one of those feelings, kind of like, I'm here, but do they really care that it's me, or they just want somebody doing it? One of those feelings. It's kind of like, but if that's how it is, you feel the same way, kind of like, but you need to make money. If this is how you do it, great. If it's somewhere else, it's somewhere else. It feels, is there anything good about that? Anything good there from the past? Oh, phone isn't turned off. Eight of Swords and the Moon card. It seems like it's something that, this is just what you have to deal with. That Eight of Swords is also in the future, by the way. It feels like I need to do this. I feel like I can relate to this. Kind of like, you need to make a living, you need to pay the bills, you need to get, you need to pay the bills. So, it wasn't like you went into this feeling trapped, but it's kind of like, but you kind of were. It's kind of like, I need to make money, this'll do, that type of feeling. I keep centering it around money for some reason. It doesn't have to be. But for some reason, it takes an upswing for a minute here. All of this comes in at once. So, like, what do I show you first? Eight of Cups with Despondent. Ironically, I don't think you're the despondent one. I think other people are kind of like, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what's going on. Somebody's, like, all flustered. Temporary moment. Does feel like a temporary moment. So they're kind of looking to change things. They're like, I can't keep doing this. I don't want to do this anymore. We need to do something different. Gemini can see different. Gemini can do different. I'm getting the Lovers in the center with the Six of Cups. Possibilities that you've seen before, you have a chance to move forward on. So you do that. It seems like it's a moment where you're, I don't know if I want to say finally, but one of the moments where you're being listened to and things are going your way. And not to be a jerk, but this is short-lived. Definitely short-lived. Because whoever it is just seems to change their mind pretty quickly. This is a really good card, but the way it feels, the way it connects to you is kind of like, for a minute, it goes your way. And then, boom, right back to where it was. It's kind of like I'm seeing the Eight of Swords in the past and in the future. Like, They don't like it, they change, they're like, nope, gotta go back to that, and they go right back to doing what they used to do. There's a lot of mystery around this, and I feel like it's mystery like, if I'm reading a book, there's like pieces of chapters missing. And it's kind of like you can kind of figure out how where got where, sorta, but you're like, some things I thought made sense don't make sense later, so wait a minute, I thought I knew how that worked out, but it didn't. So it's kind of like missing chapters or pieces of chapters while you're reading a book. And you're like, oh, I think I know what happened there. Then later you're like, wait, what? Maybe I don't know what happened there. I wonder wait a minute, how did that happen? It's kind of like that type of situation. There's chapters missing, there's just like omission of information. To the point where I'm questioning, like, the information that I have gotten, is that truthful? I'm starting to question if the information I've been getting is actually truthful, is actually, like, perception is in question is what I'm getting. Is this really what it seems? And I'm starting to go like, wait a minute. I'm really freaking out. I feel like in the future, I'm like, first of all, the past was kind of like, eh. I get a moment where things go well, and I'm like, this is great. Then they go right back to where they were, and I'm like, why did we do that? And then all of a sudden, like, I'm starting to notice, like, things that made sense, or I thought made sense, are not fitting correctly. So something I thought I figured out, turns out something's missing, or what's going on? There's missing information that's really bothering you. Can Gemini see a lot of different angles? Definitely, without question. But if you're not getting proper information, filling in the blanks, there's so many different ways to fill in the blanks, and it's kind of like, I don't know what's really going on here, and it really is upsetting to you, is what I'm getting. The Ten of Swords is your thoughts, kind of like, wait, what? Like, that's not right, because it's like, I can't make something out of the future if I don't have the information. It's like I don't even have it. It's like it's like, if it's a 350-page book and I only got 125 pages, I can't, like, tell people what it's really about. And it depends on what pitch, even if, I don't know, it's like, there's so many pages missing that it doesn't make sense. It's like key points are missing. You are doing your best to push. I feel like things are going, you're trying to move things forward, is what I'm getting with this. That's interesting, because it's a movement card. The Eight of Wands is a movement card. Speed, talks about speed, sometimes talks about travel, things like that. This might be in contrary to what you really like. Can we get a little bit more clarity on this? There's some differences in thought here. Nine of Swords and the Hermit card. I can't get the information I want. The Hermit is like introspection, right? I can't get what I want from this situation. But I'm like, this isn't going to work for me. I need to start getting information. I need to change this. So I feel like that's where we're heading. So where does Gemini get the information from? Somebody wants to talk. And they'll talk if nobody knows. Nobody knows. This is interesting. Well, who's this? Who is this? Because I see it coming up here with the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Like, the information is there. And somebody will give it to you if they can get away with not being connected with you having that information. They'll tell you what's going on. They'll give you a lot of insight as long as you don't, point them out as the one you got the information from. Can we get a little bit more clarity on that? This is interesting. It ends up in a good place. I get that. The last card is a good one for you, but Six of Wands, success. Is that the Six of Wands? Well, it's the Ace of Wands and the Lover's card again, actually. But I also get success. I get the six. There's a lot of success coming in with this. The Lover's card also comes in again, and the Ace of Swords, because I'm like realizing how I just added that up. But Six of Wands is definitely here. This person, whoever this is, they like you, but they're like, let's just keep it on the down low, or I almost feel like you have something in common with this person. For some of you, I feel like it's brownies or chocolate cake. I don't know. I'm getting like a chocolate thing. And I feel like, if you either bring them something chocolate, take it with a grain of salt. If you're a person who loves chocolate and you think you know who this other person might be, just bring in some chocolate and see what happens. Bring in some chocolate and see what happens. I'm curious about the comments on this video. I keep seeing chocolate. Other people, you might have some other interesting, like maybe you have like gaming in common or something. Certain animals that you like, maybe you're a lover of horses, or you love certain types of birds. Bring up that subject. If there's something you're passionate about, bring it up around this person that you think it could be, and see what happens. Because I feel like when you bond about that, they create an opportunity, kind of like, oh, we should go do this, or oh, we should do this after work, if it's a work thing. We should go do this, do that. That's when they're going to tell you things. Because when you're away from whatever situation, if it's not a work situation, whatever it is, and you have something in common with them, and they're like, hey, we should go do this, go do that. That's where they're going to spill the beans. But they don't want people to know they spilled the beans. So, like, even though if you're going to go do something like this with this person, keep it, don't tell people. Do your best to not tell people. Keep yourself busy, talk about something else, don't talk at all. Just try to stay away from people until it happens, and then don't, because it'll be fine. After, I feel like it's not an issue. This person will spill the beans, and there's a lot of beans. It's kind of like all the pages missing from the book. They're like, oh, that to that, this is what happened there, and then this happened there, and then that happened there, and then this other thing happened. And by the way, did you know? Could you even think of that? And I feel like you're just gonna be like, wow, I feel like it's kind of like, when you play the casino game and those things flip, it's kind of like, wow, right? $sign, $sign. It just seems like, wow, that's a lot. And I feel like it's a fun conversation. Like, wow, that's a lot of information. When it comes into you, there's a lot of discord, a lot of unhappy people in this situation, whatever it is. There's a lot of people who are unhappy with this Three of Swords and the Hanged Man. Things are not moving forward, things are not changing, and people in the environment, I don't think it has really anything to do with you, it's just there's a lot of unhappy people. They need a way out of this confusion. You might have the way to do it. Because I'm getting the Two of Wands showing up, but with the confusion in the environment. Like, people don't understand what's going on. People are not happy. When you get this information, you got to move with it. I feel like it's got a shelf life. When you get this information, you're the one that's supposed to move forward with it. You become the King of Swords. No, King of Wands? King of Wands, that's movement. King of Wands is movement. It's not so much talking about it, it's literally doing something with it. You're going to find out information that not everybody has, and that a lot of people don't realize you have. The person who gave it to you for a reason. Move on it. Don't sit on it. Move on it. There's a shelf life. I'd say give yourself 2 days tops. Within 2 days, move on something. If you don't, opportunity passes, and the opportunity passes. Within 2 days, move on it. Make something happen with it. You get things improve dramatically for you. Dramatically, but you have to move on it. I don't know what it is you're doing, but if you move fast, if you move quickly, I feel like you'll be a very, very happy person. Other people may be kind of shocked that you did it, but I feel like this is kind of like, go ahead, underestimate me because I'll shock you. Let them underestimate you, because when you move ahead and they're like, wait, what? Gemini did what? Yep. Because I feel like Gemini can fly under the radar fairly easily. I feel like Gemini gets underestimated a lot. And then when you pull ahead, people are like, what? Who? What? How? How did Gemini do that? Oh, just being awesome. That's just what I do. Gemini thing, just what we're doing. I'm not a Gemini, but that's how it feels. Just, oh yeah, you underestimate me, I just make the best of it. That's just awesome, I just am. Not that you're arrogant like that, but just for fun. Yeah, I think that's pretty much where we're going with this. I'm just like, is there anything else? It's this bumpy road, but it leads to that moment, and that moment's a great moment for you. I say, take it for all it's worth, go for it. I feel like this is a moment that's saying, this is a good thing. There's nothing wrong with this. A lot of people are unhappy anyway. If you at least make the situation happy for you, just run with it. Go with it. Go with it. That's what I'm getting. Alright, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. It's james4astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.